streets, they never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me. Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, them Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Jop, that's my brother, you know we moving tax. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
Yo, shout it out to everybody in the building. You dig? It's the one himself. Big Dice, the ruler, been getting money since Calvin Coolidge. You heard me? If y'all hear me crystal clear, do me one favor. Anybody except a dead body, you dig what I'm saying? Put the dice cubes in the chat for me. If I could shout it out to the people that typed in first. Everybody that's in the bushes, come on in. Let's get this work. You dig? I got some things I want to talk about today, man. Excuse me. And shout out to my nigga Gold Teeth down here in Georgia with that Patron. I'm talking about that petroleum. I'm talking about that gasoline. I'm talking about that oh so clean. You did? GP, I appreciate you. Let me get into these motherfucking some shout outs. You did. We got my man GP on the tube. First one to type in the building. We got my man Convo with Upstate. He's in the building. We got Meek, big Brooklyn shit. Y'all already know. Where's 845? I see you in the building. And shout it out to everybody. You know the slogan, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? You know. Still down here in Georgia. Y'all still see I'm under the gazebo. Where's 4845? I appreciate you for letting me know about the audio. Yo, I was talking to my bro FTC this morning, right? From a non-biased point of view. There's some crazy things going on YouTube. My man Big Chief is in the building. Yo, Chief, you want to hear something funny? Is you ready for this, Chief? You know we with the White Castles and all that. But right here In Georgia, we got this shit called Krystals. Krystals. Fire. The same thing. Appreciate you, Meek. You know, I'm still on my Goonie shit. You know, we still on our championship. We still on that DCEP shit for life. You dig me? And you know, I had to compliment it because I couldn't get the lime green. I couldn't get the lime green champion hat. Couldn't get the lime green champion hat, but I got the lime green Carhartt hat. Word up. He said, Jeff Sawyer said, Punks is from Utica Avenue in Brooklyn. Yo, Jeff, I got one for you. You ready for this? You ready for this one, Jeff? You ready for this? Your mother is from where Punks is born. Oh! Y'all, you know, it's Saturday. I ain't got to go to work today. You know, I can get on y'all. I can get y'all. Yo, Meek, ain't nothing changed. We still just doing it a little more conservatively. Patent leather Big C, if y'all don't see it. Patent leather Big C. You know, shout out to whoever Jeff Sawyer is. His mom should have swallowed him. Your mother should have swallowed you, Jeff Sawyer. It's Saturday. I ain't got to go to work today so I can talk my ish, you dig? Jeff, shout out to Big Jeff. Your mother should have swallowed you. You see, it's only now and then. Yo, check this out. Yo, Chief, you know every now and then we'll get a doo-doo head that'll come in, that'll try to disrupt the peace over here. But we don't go through that. We just get right back at them. And the bulk part is, let me tell you something. Shout out to my man, Big Will. I got to tell y'all this shit because the shit is just dead truth. I told y'all when I get up here, I'll be telling y'all certain shit that be happening in my life, certain shit that went around in my life, certain shit helping me with me, myself, and my friends, and my family. My man Will told me some deep shit. He said, yo, Dice, you could be a motivational speaker and a life coach. True story, my mother grave. He just told me this. He said, you could be a motivational speaker and a life coach, Dice, if you just catch your aggression. That's some deep shit. My nigga said that I could be a motivational life coach if I could just catch my aggression. And you know why I know he's not right? Meek could tell you this. You know me, I've always had problems with anger. Sometimes certain things, it could be slight. It could be something that's, tell you the truth, now that I look at some of the things I used to get mad at back in the days, y'all, I feel like a cold-blooded sucker. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of the shit that I used to get mad at. Whew. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Shout out to my man Rollo and Matt. Shout out to my nigga Big Will. We playing a game of spades. So it's two individuals in the room. But because the individuals are around us, I'm forgetting that they're not of our age. They're younger. And then I thought about the shit. I didn't think about it till I said what I said, because I was talking to one of the young individuals. That's my man. I'm not. I tell y'all some real shit. These is my young boys. They around us. You dig what I'm saying? Convo salute. And they work with us. See, this ain't the street. This is work. This is work. This ain't the street. So I was talking to one of the young boys. I said, yo, when you get control of your attitude, you're going to be something powerful. I'm talking to him one-on-one, some cool shit, calm tone, mellow tone, no violent shit. And then his cousin said to me, yo, we ain't doing nothing. And I looked his cousin in the face. I said, the old me would have punched you in your mouth for that. And he was like, why? I said, because you talk too much and you need to mind your business. I grabbed my pizza. I looked at my dude, Willie. I said, I'm about to go up to my room and pray, y'all, on my mother's grave. I'm about to go up to my room and pray. My man Willie was like, yo, I feel you, bro. I just slid. I didn't argue. I didn't do what I did back in the days. And then I thought about this shit. These niggas is 21, 22 years old. And I happen to look back. Big Liddy, I see you in the building. I happen to look back at who I was at 21 and 22. Let me tell you something. Like you see Meek said, this championhood right here, when you seen this, you was about to get robbed. See, I don't give a fuck about what niggas be talking about. There's people that really know me. Meek could tell you she in the building. When you seen these cone heads coming around that corner, we was coming to get at you, boy. Now, when I wear these cone heads, I be like, damn. Every time I put on a champion cone head, I think about a story that happened back in the days. And I think about some of my mans that's not here no more, that wore the cone heads and all that. And if we would have just handled shit differently. Shout out to Big Liddy, he in the building. If y'all notice, Liddy and Velo got a little situation that they're trying to overcome. I know Liddy may say, fuck Velo. I know Velo may say, fuck Liddy. But if y'all remember, it was me. It was me that said Velo and Artist was going to be friends again. It was me. Y'all may not want to admit it. If y'all go back to my lives a year and a half ago, when they got into their misunderstanding, it was me that said they're going to be friends again. And the reason why that it's going too intense like it did between, shout out to Artist Morrison, shout out to Velo. The reason why it got so intense between them, because they were really friends. Lansky, I see you in the building. Big Brooklyn shit. Now, let me break this down before I get into the show. A nigga that I don't know from nowhere, or a nigga that quote unquote, I could have went through something that I don't know on YouTube, I'd be like, so what? The nigga just running his fucking mouth. But one of my family members, you dig what I'm saying? One of my family members that I care about lovely, and I would do nothing but ride for. If me and them, like King Crego, for example, shout out to King Crego. That's my childhood friend. That's my young boy. And I'm not saying it like no son shit, but that's my young boy. And what I mean by that is we from the same hood. We from the same rooms. So this YouTube shit, I noticed it triggered, how can I say it? It triggered certain character flaws within myself, within my man King Crego. The reason why I say certain character flaws is between both of us is because where we from, we know certain shit we don't do. If me and him gonna argue, we gonna argue. If me and him gonna fight, we gonna fight. But we from Brooklyn, boy. We from Utica Avenue, 2 L's up, DCEP shit to the day we die. You dig what I'm saying? So we the type of niggas that we can go to a party together. And me and him could get into the fair one in the bathroom. I could come outside with my motherfucking eye closed. He can come outside with his lip busted. But when niggas walk up to us and say, yo, what happened? We supposed to say nothing. We got, yo, it's real shit, Liddy. You know I stay on my grown shit. And the reason why I said that is because I love King Crego with all my heart. Never will let nothing happen to him. And rest in peace to my man, Barrage. Barrage is the one that made me understand, yo, boy, that's your man. Because I wanted to fight. You know why I wanted to fight? Because of the equilibrium of peace that I felt as though was broke. See, when it comes to a nigga that don't know me, running his mouth on YouTube, I just laugh because I know niggas won't talk to me like that. Definitely in my face. But when it comes to somebody I literally had a part in molding in life, and he would never talk to me like that face to face, and I would never talk to him like that face to face. It's just not one-sided. It's not that he's scared of me or I'm scared of him. It's just that the love that we got as brothers, we know certain times we just got to leave shit alone until it ride over. Until it ride the fuck over. You dig what I'm saying? It may take 2 months. It may take 3 weeks. It may take a year. It may take 4 years. That's still my fucking man. Ain't nobody on YouTube or nobody I know in existence I'm allowed to do nothing to him. So let me get back to what I'm saying. On YouTube, Liddy and Velo were friends. I don't know if Velo heard me when I said this before. So somebody tag Velo and get him in here. When me and Velo was having our little bullshit with YouTube, Liddy was the one in the background. He never went against Velo. Never. I don't give a fuck what information I may have said or what I felt as though might have been a character flaws in Velo when it came to Velo and Liddy Hart. He was riding for Velo. That's his man. That's his man. And I know that. That's why I fuck with Liddy. You dig what I'm saying? Because the nigga know what it is to be loyal. A lot of niggas don't know what it is to be loyal to a nigga. See, I'm from that era. Like, my man could do some goofy shit. But I ain't supposed to say it in front of y'all. But when I catch that nigga by himself, yo, my nigga, you doing some real goofy shit. But ain't nobody gonna talk about my man to me. I ain't even gonna let that conversation. And if I respect the person that's talking to me, I'm gonna do my best to equate this where the problem is resolved. There's so many times where Lydia said, yo, Dice, what do we gotta do to put this to an end? That's why I don't like the fact that him and quote unquote Liddy got problems. I don't like that. Them dudes is friends. I ain't talking about no YouTube shit. You dig what I'm saying? Peace to the sister. I see you, sis. I see you in the building. But when it comes to certain shit, I don't play with certain shit when it comes to friendship. And one day, because I'm talking this into existence, I'm going to keep talking this into existence. I'm not like certain niggas that want to see niggas arguing and all that, because I know what it is to bury a few. You dig? I'm going to talk this into existence. Them two men are going to sit down and have a conversation and be like, yo, I was wrong. Yo, you know what we fuck up? Shout out to Miss Miyagi. You know what we fuck up as men in the street? If we go through some shit with our woman, if we upset her, she doesn't want to speak to us, so we go through some distance or some separation. The minute that woman come back in our heart, the first thing we're going to say is, I'm sorry. I don't think y'all want to hear what I'm saying right now. See, the first thing we're going to say to our woman, yo, I'm sorry. Baby, I ain't mean that shit. I'm so sorry that I hurt your feelings. I ain't mean to talk to you like that. Man, I was on my ego shit. The reason why I said that to you, because you had upset me. You hurt me. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. What I need to say right now is, if you love somebody and you care about somebody and you understand your ignorance, there's nothing wrong with being apologetic, especially if it's sincere. But you know where the hood fucked us up? Your man, you can love him to death because he busts his gun with you. Your man, you can love him to death because he hooked you up with your girlfriend. Your man, you can love him to death because he took a charge for you. Why is it so hard for us to look at our mans and say, yo, I'm sorry? Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? You know, it's some real fucked up shit with us that we afraid to tell our man, yo, I'm sorry. Because they got us thinking that if you say you sorry, that means you weak. No, that means you're a fucking human being. That's just real grown shit. It means you're a fucking human being. You see, my man Liddy said, Dice, you one of the ones that have kept me away from crashing on Sun. You got a good heart, G, for real. Wow, that's why I've always fucked with you. Omni, I see you. Because it's the truth. You got to think about something. The YouTube streets is used for clicks and views through certain people. Some people do it for negative. Some people do it for positive. Some people do it for balance. Some people do it for therapy. But it's all for views. We got to learn what's not views for the street. Because if Liddy and Velo was around each other or had a conversation without anyone instigating or saying, yo, Velo, you shouldn't be talking to him, or anybody saying, yo, Liddy, you shouldn't be fucking with that nigga, he did this, he did, so fuck all that. It's just like back in the days when niggas fought over a girl. It's like back in the days, it got to the fact where niggas couldn't even apologize to each other, so the hand fight evolves to a gun fight. Yo, why them niggas fighting over, they fighting over that girl? No, they not fighting over that girl. Niggas is fighting because one dude cared about a woman and another dude cared about a woman. Now check this out. You usually talk to your man about who you fuck with or who you got a crush on. Your man usually talk to you about, man, I'm feeling Shorty, man. You know Shorty from Bergen? You know Yvette from Bergen. Yo, word, son, you like her? Man, I've been digging her for a minute. But Yvette from Bergen might like your man. Niggas is so secretive and so motherfucking tough. Niggas don't want to say, yo, son, you know I've been fucking with Shorty. Now, see, you got to pay attention. Some niggas do that shit because they deceitful and spiteful. But some people don't say certain things because they be like, damn, that's my man right there. And he likes Shorty, but he don't even know I've been fucking with Shorty. I don't want to hurt my man's feelings. Now, you better walk with me right quick. Y'all better pay attention to every fucking thing I'm saying. One day, you might be with Yvette. You might be in the city. You might be coming out of the motherfucking movie theater, some shit like that. And your man might be in the city, but you don't know your man in the city because he moving around with somebody else, or he just in the city. But then when y'all get back to the block, it's already in your man's head, oh, this nigga trying to disrespect me. You know I like Shorty. And he fucking with her behind my back. Right then, that seed has been planted of resentment. The seed wasn't planted of resentment before he actually physically saw him with the young lady because that was his fucking man. See, resentment comes from being hurt. When people think you overlook their feelings, especially somebody that's in your parameter of peace, like, damn, like, just like when we with our women. When it comes to the streets, the shit that we go through in the streets, when we come home, this is supposed to be our place of just joy. So when we come home and we don't have the joy in the home, see, ladies be thinking a lot of niggas want to be in the street because they out there fucking. Yo, ladies, a lot of niggas want to be in the street because they not at peace at home. Now, see, the fucking sometimes comes with being in the street. The getting drunk sometimes comes with being in the street. The getting locked up sometimes comes from a nigga that's always in the street. But sometimes, ladies, you got to look in the mirror too. Why is he always wanting to be in the street? Because of a lack of communication, because of a way something may be said. It's like if you ask your lady, yo, you tell your baby, I love you. And then she don't say it. And you be like, damn, this is male or female. You tell somebody you love them, the first thing you want to hear is, I love you too, babe. But then when that person don't go, I love you too, babe, you start saying shit like, yo, you ain't hear what I just said? And then when they say or respond to you saying that you love them, they be like, I love you. See, right there, that's when the seed got planted. You were hurt. you start pulling back and questioning if this the motherfucker you really supposed to be around. This is women or men. FTC, I see you in the building. And then I think about the things that happen on YouTube. I notice a lot of people can't really be themselves on YouTube because of the company they carry. Everything with Team Guardian stand alone, but we together. Everything with us stand alone, but we together. Because of a certain confidence that's supposed to be inside of a man. Certain shit, shout out to the cats in the Guardian. Shout out to the FTCs, the dog soldiers, the Hanks. Niggas stayed on my back on some, yo, leave that shit alone, get to that content, get to that work. And now that, quote unquote, I'm away for all that. Ain't no dirty sector, ain't no dark sector here. We got the grown folk sector here. And we got some real live inductees, you dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Zeke Black. He part of the squad. See, that nigga stand alone. But he know we with him. Shout out to 050 The Movement. China stand alone, but he got a fucking army with him. And see, people fail to realize, 22, I see you in the building, beloved. What people fail to realize is China don't really gotta do certain shit. He just be doing certain shit because that's just who the fuck he is. That's just who the fuck he is. People fail to realize that's why I laugh so much because he do it every time. China can just say, he can say one person name. He know it. If he says one person name, they're going to do a video. And then he gets to do his video because people are anticipating his return off the person's name he said. But at the same time, people don't want to accept this, but it's the truth. Simple truth. If China say your name and you go on a war with China on YouTube in the dirty sector, that's going to enhance you too. Because number one, now it's your time to perform. Now, I done went through it with him. I done went through it with them. I done went through the boot camp trainings with the Chinas, the wax APs. Them my bros, them niggas. And I'm glad they put me through it because they ain't gonna hold back from me. So what the other niggas on YouTube want to do, that shit is funny to me. You dig what I'm saying? Harley, I see you in the building. Salute, sis. Silver Point, I see you in the building. That's why I tell people I done went through the best, nigga. And people don't want to know I done silently ended people's egos. See, I'm not trying to end nobody's career. Because I never try to take from a nigga money. But sometimes your ego got to be checked. See, I'm not going to come with aggression anymore. I'm going to come with straight logic. Just like a chess game. Straight logic. I see you. Hold on, man. Shout out to the people, man. You heard what he said? What up? Shout out to the people, man. Yeah, we down here in Georgia, man. Doing what we do, man. Getting to a bag. I remember back in the days, y'all, if it was such things as YouTube, we wouldn't have been going live. But now, you could have went live because we'd have been out of town getting to a bag, but it'd been an illegal bag. I'm out of town getting to a bag. Like I said, niggas is staying in Holiday Inns and all that. You dig? Not bad for a nigga from Utica Avenue. But back to what I was saying, the reason why this shit had to be understood is because on YouTube, people got to think about certain things. The egos is what's killing everybody. The egos is what's killing everybody. And then I'm going to be real about something. I'm going to be 100% real about something. I don't know if people paid attention to the craziness that's going around, you know? But if anybody thought about it, it's an old time saying. Hello. If you throw a rock at me, y'all may not want to hear this one. If you throw a rock at me, don't get mad if I blow a bazooka back at you.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds I'm cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, it's bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside, I'm like high from who? Bout to put your car on skates, you think you slide through. I help build my niggas, this ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means, I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas, I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from, what y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make them knows. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, if you throw a rock at me, if I blow back at you with a bazooka, can you get mad? I want everybody in the chat to answer that for me, man. If you throw a rock at me and I blow back at you with a bazooka, can you get mad? If you slap me and I kill your moms, can you get mad? Hypothetically speaking, y'all, educational purposes only. I hope no one takes anything that I'm saying literally. Because, you know, I sometimes on YouTube, people like Dice said, no, what I'm saying is I'm just trying to give you a hypothetical statement. If you put your hands on my child and I come eliminate your whole family, am I wrong? Big Lansky, Brooklyn shit, he said, nah, my dude. I95 said you can't get mad at the big get back. Big Trays, I see you in the building. Salute. Shout out to Big Trays in the building, man. Think about that, Trays. If a man throw a stone at you and you go get a car and slam the stone on him, I can't blame you. Now, I heard a bunch of people talking about the situation going on with Oliver and Jersey J. I ain't got no problem with neither one of them. I don't agree with certain things, but I don't do problems. And then it was certain people on YouTube that was saying that, you know, certain things was done to the extreme and certain things shouldn't have been done. See, we got to understand something. We got to be real now. Everybody's 100% right. Certain things shouldn't be done. He said, if you can't border the line, disrespect. You can't do that. It can't be no borderline disrespect. It's either going to be disrespect or not disrespectful. And I thought about this. I watched the show the other night. Shout out to Hoodies Up. And he gave his version of what transpired and led up to the situation with, unfortunately, if that was true, the situation that went down at the graveyard. I don't even want to get into that. I listened to everything he said, but he said something that caught my ear. If a man sends a picture of his private to another man's wife, when I was in the streets and when I was coming up, where I come from, that can be a reason Why somebody could lose their life. I'm just being real. See, that's why I'm glad when I came up, we wasn't doing all that cell phone shit. China, salute. Yeah, I had the first cell phone, the Motorola, the big Star Trek shit. They was $500, and they came unlimited for about 1.5 years. Then it went to the Ericsson cell phone. Then it went to the motherfucking Motorola Flip. Then it went to the Stars, and then it went to the quote. Let me explain something to you. We didn't have these things called picture sending and video sending. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. That wasn't our thing. When we was outside, the phone was for the phone. And shout out to Honcho, because shout out to Wax AP. He did a show on it. And matter of fact, shout out to China. He was on his show that day when Oliver was explaining his story. And China was like, yo, boy, forget all that. Get down to the what really went down. So when he said, quote unquote, I took a picture of my penis and sent it to that man's wife. And he said he thought that it would stay off the street. It would stay in the street and it wouldn't go to YouTube. Shout out to my man Tribe. He said the phone was for the phone, man. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm just being real, y'all. Peace to the God. I see you, OG. If I send a picture of my penis to any man in this chat, it was a time when I knew one of you niggas was coming to blow my head off. Because certain lines of disrespect niggas would never accept. Niggas would never accept that. You dig? But today on YouTube, what was unacceptable to us is normal today. Yes, I've told hundreds of niggas in the street, yo, SMD, nigga. Suck your mother, nigga. Fuck your mother, nigga. Yeah. Was I wrong for it? Yep. Did I give a fuck? Nope. Did I know I can get killed when I said certain shit to certain niggas? Yep. Did I know I might have to kill something when I said something to certain niggas? Yep. And the streets got us so fucked up, I overlooked all that shit. I overlooked all that. As far as violating someone's burial, when we was coming up, nigga wouldn't even go to sleep until he found you. I don't give a fuck if you was in Yoruba. I don't give a fuck if you was in Wakanda, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you was in Wakanda, nigga. That's why I'm so glad, like China said, I'm not in the hood no more. And I'm not accessible to the evil that lurks within. To the evil that lurks within people's hearts. Where I'm from, it's so much mental anguish. It's so much envy. It's so much disrespect. It's so much jealousy. It's so much hateful energy. Where I'm at, it's beautiful, man. It's deers and shit running around, my nigga. Where I'm at, it's ducks walking across the fucking street and people stopping their cars to make sure the ducks get across the street with their fucking kids. Ducks, I'm talking about quack, quack, nigga. You think a nigga give a fuck about stopping for a duck in Brooklyn? You know how many niggas that done ran over dogs and cats in Brooklyn? I'm so glad that I'm not around that motherfucking energy, because that energy is so overwhelming. It's so, that shit make you think, quote unquote, you just invincible. It's like an evil energon cube. Because in Decept, like, you know, the energon cubes, that was gave us niggas strength, but it seemed like it was an evil energon cube, because this YouTube shit just shows you certain things certain people went through and certain things that's bothering people to this day. Because people don't just sit up arguing with each other saying the same thing, 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 the same thing. See, that's repeated. That's habituous, repeated foolishness. So that means something that was done continuously to a person is the reason why they formed that habit of disrespect towards somebody, because it was done to them. Shout out to Miss Miyagi. She said something the other day in a short. She was talking about pillow talking. You know, for years, they told us we wasn't supposed to talk to our women about shit. Artists, I see you. Y'all noticed for years, they told us we wasn't even supposed to talk to our women about shit. We was supposed to be super tough. They don't need to know that. Yeah, that's why a lot of us fucked up, including myself. Because of certain shit that we hold inside, that the only person we may feel comfortable to talk to about it is our woman. Don't y'all understand what Jesus did? Do you understand what the fuck? Do you understand Jesus and Mary? That's why she was the only one that was there when he was on the cross. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, Art, Friday I'll still be here in Georgia, but we leaving Friday night. So Saturday, baby, it's on. Yeah, I seen that shit with you and Tierra. Shout out to Tierra. She killed you, Artist. She murdered you, Artist. On the first round. But Artist came back. I ain't gonna front. Let's do it Saturday. Cause I see you on some smoke, my youth. Bedrin, you know, Keon spin them musics like me, man. Keon spin them musics like me, man. You notice they told us not to talk to our women. We didn't know the difference between women and chicken heads when we was coming up. What I mean by that is we knew the difference as far as morale. Like, damn, she made a nigga wait 6 months just to suck a titty. Kevin, salute. But this chick right here, shit, I know about 5 hours and she ready to go home with me. When they said about pillow talking, why it was so deep, what Miss Miyagi said is because a lot of niggas, when they get around any chick, they just start running their mouth. It's fucked up, y'all. The reason why we do that is because it seems like them, I want to word this correctly, them goofy bird chicks, they just want to just They're gonna absorb everything you saying, whether you saying rattlesnake, goldfish, dog, boo boo, bang bang, rock and roll, goldfish, or really dropping a jewel. She's not gonna hear anything because she's a. But when it came to the chick that said, no, we're not doing that. If you make an attempt like that again to have sex with me, I'm going home. We knew who they were. But when we got with them chicks, we had to hide who we were. Because we knew them type of chicks would not really be dating no nigga that was in the street. It's a difference between letting a man evolve to who he is. But you just ain't no woman nowadays walking outside and said, I just want to be with a drug dealer. The scammers is getting more pussy than drug dealers. I'm going to keep it funky with you. Because it ain't about personality anymore, it seems like, with certain people, as far as interaction. Oh, he got a pair of Bergamos on. Oh, he got a Benz. I'll fuck him. Oh, she got a fat ass. Oh, she got 1,000, 1,000,000 people following on Instagram. Oh, yeah, I'll fuck her. People ain't even understanding who they're around no more. That's why it's easy to influence people. Motherfuckers is just accessible to people because they're afraid to be alone. That's why I see so much foolishness on YouTube. There's so many people on YouTube that put on these fronts that they're so powerful, but they will not be powerful alone. I fear nothing but God, and I show that every day wherever I go. There was a time when I used to get so aggravated on YouTube. I used to just be, yo, I'm making phone, I'm just bugging the fuck out, turning into a goddamn animal for nothing. First of all, my God ain't gonna do that to me. YouTube almost made me forget about who I care and love and fear most, God. I went through some shit, y'all. Still going through some shit. It's like God told me, yo, you need to just sit down and just pay attention to yourself for a minute because you're going to spiral out of control. This ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. Like I said, I got an operations manager that told me, yo, you could be a motivational speaker, Dice, but your aggression. He said, in the story that comes behind you, niggas really know you'll carry that shit out. And that shit kind of like hurt my feelings. I was like, damn. He said, because you know what? A motherfucker wants you for their advice, but they're afraid to be around you because they think if they say or do the wrong thing, it may ignite you. Some of the realest shit I've heard in my life. He said, yo, when God put something on your heart to deliver it, he said, if you deliver it, and then come back to it with the same energy you had before you did deliver it, he said, you're not working. He said, anybody can be upset. Anybody can fight. And then he told me a story of his life. So it's like at first, when you hear somebody talking to you about something, you don't really hear him because you're like, man, this nigga don't know nothing about nothing. You dig what I'm saying? Especially about what I'm going through. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, he got it with this and shit. Yeah, but he the one that man, nigga told me some shit that damn near had tears coming out my eyes. I said, whoa, see, every time you think you got a bad story, the person right next to you that you think is just so overwhelmed with joy is the person that got a story worse than yours. What I see on YouTube when I see people arguing, I see people that grew up without friends. See, a lot of people on YouTube don't want to admit this. They were alienated. They did not do the certain things that certain people got to do. I was outside since 10 years old. I'm 52. Some niggas really came outside when they was 30. Some niggas really came outside when they was 27. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. But God damn it, I'm so proud I was outside at 10 o'clock. Don't get it twisted. It's some shit that I had to endure that I suffer from to this day because of certain things I had to be exposed to, like murder, dead bodies, crimes, incarceration, ratings. Like niggas be talking that shit, but when you in a motherfucking house and you think you living a life and you allegedly hustling and them doors come in and you know you about to go to jail. See, niggas don't talk that real shit because they ain't really was around that real shit. Niggas be glorifying certain shit because it didn't really affect them. See, it's certain people that went to jail for so long, 60, 40, 50, 30, 30, 70, 80, 90 months. But they're so cold and so damaged and so traumatized within, it never even affected them. It never even affected them. You know, my man told me this nigga is the North Carolina lift weight champion. He said, yo, let me tell you something about pain, nigga. He said, I do shit to make sure I want to feel it. He said, ain't nothing gonna hurt me, man. This motherfuckers in jail that don't have the mind to say, yo, I need to be home. This motherfucker's in jail talking about, yo, check this out. I don't give a fuck. I'll be here till the day I die. Niggas gonna respect me. Man, niggas will respect you home. Niggas will respect you home. So when I see people on YouTube that do this and do that, first of all, if you stand on a certain code, I don't care how much you say you stand on a code. You can't say that you stand on a code. You have to demonstrate and live that you stand on a certain code. It's certain cats. Shout out to the DBNs. There's certain cats that I know, quote unquote, that said to me, yo, Dice, through everything you stood on law, through your whole movement on YouTube. I almost fell into the law. Like, think about 22. He used to tell me, yo, Dice, kill him. Murder them. Kill him, my youth. See, because people thought when I used to go at certain people, they thought I was doing it because I ain't understand the troll game. Me, I was bugging the fuck out ready to go to jail. And then I said to myself, what the fuck is wrong with you, Dice? Then my lady told me one day, she was like, yo, I'm not understanding who you are no more. She's like, the person that I saw, I don't see no more. And then, you know, you start saying, I don't go fuck about none of that bullshit. And then you start saying to yourself, when you in the mirror washing up, I'm talking about me, I don't know about y'all. A lot of niggas be acting like they don't look in the mirror. See, when I'm in the mirror washing up and I'm looking at my soul, it's like my soul saying, yo, this bitch right. You losing your motherfucking mind. Like, to be at a certain age and somebody should be able to invoke you to the fact where you'll just make a buffoonery of yourself, because certain things niggas are saying on this YouTube shit, y'all ain't never been around no official niggas. It's niggas that passed away, that's dead, OGs, young niggas and all that. I would feel like a fool. And I think of, yo, you know how many times I had niggas calling me? I'm talking about street niggas calling me on some, boy, what you doing? You looking like you crazy, yo. Like, fuck is wrong with you, boy? You on YouTube. If I'm lying, man, I never hug my mother again, man. Shout out to Bad Vibes. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. Shout out to Barrage, God bless his soul. Shout out to my niggas D, Bones, and all. Niggas is like, yo, Dice, what the fuck is wrong with you? My nigga Lee, Dello, like my OG calling me on some. If y'all ain't go check out the DCEP shit with my OG is like, yo, boy, what's wrong with you? And I'm telling my OG, yo, these niggas ain't gonna play with my name and all that shit. My niggas is like, yo, you a grown-ass fucking man, boy. Like, it's fucked up as a grown man when another grown man tell you, yo, you acting like a kid, my nigga. Some of the best information I've ever been told. Some of the best information I've ever been told. My niggas telling me, yo, you feeding into these so-called women on YouTube that's upset with you. See, I didn't even understand the power that came with my name when I came to YouTube. See, that's one thing Compa did that I take with all gratitude. He left the alley-oop on me. He left the alley-oop on my name. And he always told me, yo, you can bust a move, but at certain times you gotta leave shit alone, man. That's why I be trying to tell everybody, if you got something with somebody, man, get that shit up off the tube, because it's showing more than the problem that you have with the person. This is just advice. I'm not trying to, I ain't throwing no type of shots. I'm just trying to tell people, anybody that want to hear it in a respectable manner. Certain times when you're advocating your your disappointment in other people, you're making a buffoonery of yourself by the demonstration and the way that you're advocating your point. That might go over some people's head. What I'm saying is, man, certain things are not supposed to be done. Certain things are not supposed to be done. Friends is always going to be friends, man. It's just sometimes friends is going to separate for a second time. Shit, you separate with your woman, don't you? Sometimes you and your man going to separate. But if it's official, it'll come back. That's the most time to talk about a nigga. That's the most time people going to talk about each other. You know why they talking about each other? Because they're hurt with the fact that their bond has been severed. Niggas are scared to tell him. My man's tell you, I love you, boy. I'm so tired of so many niggas. I had to tell them I love them when they was in the casket. Never got to say it to them when they was physically alive to see it. That's friends. This YouTube shit is dangerous, man. Because it's a lot of people on YouTube that never had the notoriety and the popularity and the respect that was earned from being outside. See, on YouTube, all you gotta say is abba dabba 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 do. And you the man. You the man. Abba do ba boo ding bang bang bang. Bang bang bang. You the man. And all jokes aside, the exposure on YouTube with certain things that's not known from other people, it's not even about ratting or snitching. Fuck all that word shit. It's just not right. Certain things that people, if it ain't nothing pertaining to no children getting hurt, no old people getting taken advantage of, everything else should be left alone, man. If a nigga ain't fucking no kid, if a nigga ain't taking advantage of no elderly person, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't raping nobody, you dig what I'm saying? Nothing else should be exposed. Certain things like that, certain characteristic flaws in niggas like that, that's the reason why certain things are supposed to be exposed. But because a nigga might have robbed a nigga when he was going through some bullshit, or a nigga might have ran off with a bird, or a nigga might have got shot, or a nigga had to shoot him. Yo, that ain't got nothing to do with no niggas on YouTube, man. That got something to do with the nigga that got shot or the nigga that got robbed. Because a nigga called you and told you a motherfucking story or a version of something that they said. His story, history, break it down. His story, you gonna repeat it? That's sucker shit. You see my man Tribe, he said all talk, no action from most. See, you know what I learned? I'm gonna give this to y'all before I get out of here. The niggas like myself, they really, 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 unfortunately been through some dumb shit. I don't want it no more. I'm so cool with saying, pardon me, my fault. I'm down here in Georgia. A nigga said some shit to me so slick the other day. I just picked up my piece and said, I'm going to my room to pray. I was so proud of myself. If we keep combating hurt with aggression, hurt is going to turn into aggression. Then aggression is going to turn into rage. And then rage is going to turn into somebody violently getting hurt. And if y'all don't listen to nothing else I said, we don't need nobody upset or hurting because if somebody goes through something or gets hurt or something like that, then it's going to be 100 content creators saying, well, this happened to him because of this. This is just YouTube, y'all. If you're really going to take advantage of that platform you got, get up here and inform people about quote unquote drugs, man. Inform people about going back to motherfucking work. Inform people to putting God in their motherfucking life. Or just sit down and just listen to somebody. Do a motherfucking platform where you have people in the chat vent to what's going on with them. You have some great... See, we got to stop letting these fucking clowns on the platforms, too. One thing I will say, shout out to this chat. Shout out to Team Guardian. And shout out to the people that come participate on my platform. Anybody that comes on my platform, I have a respect for them that I don't even know if they understand. If you on my, I'm not nobody, but I'm sharing fucking McLeod, son. I'm gonna keep that official from all times. If I allow you on my platform, I love you. I love your soul. Cassandra, I see you in the building. Salute. Thank you. I appreciate you for pulling up. certain things like the people. Shout out to the Harleys. Shout out to the Keishas. Shout out to the Dog Soldiers. Shout out to the Sevens. If y'all ain't see that conversation with Seven, please, man, go check that out with my sister Seven, man. Shout out to Miss Miyagi, man. Shout out to the ladies of iTalk, man. Shout out to Danny Lux, man. Yo, it's some real strong women on YouTube. Shout out to the Tizzle Tays. Shout out to the Jailers, man. Like I said, I may not agree with certain people's delivery sometimes. I'm a hard-headed motherfucker. I got fucked up ways too. I'm still trying to work on myself. And with the assistance of good people, because you got to have some type of caring and understanding in your heart to even be around a person nowadays. Because motherfuckers is fucked up, y'all. Motherfuckers is addicted to drugs. Motherfuckers is addicted to sex. Motherfuckers is addicted to everything except God. Yo, D, I see you in the building. Harlem, I see you in the building. Salute. YouTube ain't for this, y'all. It's 2025 coming up. Get on some content, man. Like I said, shout out to my man Hank McCoy. He nigga said 30-day content. 30-day content. Instead of the same bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you never, this is the part that I say shout out to Harlem, shout out to 050. 050 the movement. Mac Mean, Zeke Black Feed the Wolves. Harlem, they have been informative when it comes to certain things as far as content. Even though you motherfuckers don't want to hear it as of content. That's their lane. I hate seeing everybody talk about everything. That's where the buffoonery comes in. Content is content. I joke and play, but certain shit when it comes to content, it's really content. Like I said, the lore to this YouTube shit, if you don't understand who you are as an individual, this shit will swallow you whole. I mean whole. And then as men, we don't have that shit in our heart to be like, yo, that nigga hurt my feelings with the shit he just said, man. Sometimes it's better to have a conversation than run for your fucking gun. It's a lot of bad dreams that come with certain shit. Niggas be talking that shit. I don't hear nobody talking about them dreams, man. I don't hear them talks, man. Like for real, like I said, be woken up by a nigga that they say you killed. You ever been woken up by a nigga that they said you killed? Anybody in the chat, I want y'all to type yes in here. You ever been woke up out of your sleep by a nigga they said you killed? That's dead, nigga. You ever had a nigga wake you up that's dead? And you wake up and the first thing you see is the nigga that they say you killed? Ain't that some funny shit? But niggas be talking that goofy shit. I ain't never been a fan of Goofy. I've been telling y'all that from day one. I'm a Mickey Mouse fan. You heard me? And Minnie Mouse, she was cool. You dig what I'm saying? She was cool. But I ain't never really fuck with Minnie Mouse. Because Minnie Mouse was Mickey Chick, and I don't fuck with my niggas' chicks. But that nigga Goofy, I think he was put into this shit just to cock block. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Salute. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?